Welcome to another interesting episode of Excellent Parenting Program. I'm your host Fumiali, and I'm so glad you are here with me today. This is a space where we dive into anything about parenting, sharing tips, advice, and plenty of encouragement to every parent out there. In today's episode, we'll be discussing how to handle those moments when our teenagers are showing disrespect. I've received a lot of messages from parents seeking guidance on how to deal with disrespectful behavior from their teenagers, which is a very serious concern to many, most especially in this Western world. Initially, I once find myself in this situation, but when I started using this method, there has been tremendous changes. Now, I can have any kind of discussion with my teenagers. Have you ever find yourself in a situation where you give an advice to your teenager and the only thing you hear back is that this doesn't make any sense? When disrespect to reach this level, it is essential for us as parents to take proactive steps before the relationship with our children gets worsened. Remember, once they leave the house, some may not call or might choose not to even come home during vacation while they are in university. We must do everything that we can to maintain good relationship with our children, no matter how difficult it may seem. This generation nowadays, many teens and young adults struggle to have a healthy relationship with their fathers and mothers. Their parents. Before we begin, I would like to offer some advice for those watching this video. I want us to approach this video with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Let us avoid the mindset of I was raised this way, so I must raise my children the same way. This attitude can be so dangerous and may lead to raising rebellious children, resulting in a challenging and very difficult experience, especially during their teenage years. Let's break this down into three key strategies that can help us navigate this tricky moment. Open communication. It is vital to create a space where your teens feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and their feelings. Example, let's say your teens just came home from school upset after a tough day. Instead of you jumping right into questions like, why don't you do your assignment? You can say, I notice you seems a bit off today. Do you want to talk about it? This approach shows them that you care and it invites them to share without feeling attacked. Remember, active listening is key. Nod your head, maintain eye contact, and avoid interrupting. This helps build trust and respect in your relationship with your children. Next, let's talk about boundaries. As parents, it is essential to set expectations for behaviors. Example, you might say, in this house, we treat each other with respect. This includes no name calling or eye rolling. Make sure your teen understands the consequence of disrespectful behavior. For instance, if they continue to speak disrespectful, let them know that there is a consequence, like losing their phones or privileges, even their allowances. But always follow through. Consistency helps them understand that you mean what you say. Last one is model respectful behavior. Let's discuss the importance of modeling behavior, the kind of behavior you want to see in your children. Teenagers learn a lot by watching parents. Example, if you find yourself feeling frustrated and start to raise your voice, take a step back. Instead, try saying, I'm feeling really frustrated right now. Let's take a break and talk about this calmly. This shows your teenager that it is okay to express emotion without resorting to disrespect. It is also helpful to share your own experience. For instance, tell your teenager, about a time when you felt disrespect or misunderstood. This can help them relate and understand that everyone faces challenges in communication. And let not forget the impact of interaction with our partners. Our children are always watching and absorbing, even when we think they are not paying attention. The way we speak to our spouse, whether with kindness or consideration, our children are really watching us. If we want our teenagers to be respectful, we must model that respect in our relationship, especially with our spouse. Please, I want to hear from you, listener. What challenges have you faced with your teenagers? How have you navigated moments of disrespect? Feel free to share your stories, questions on our social media, even on the comment below. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that parenting a teenager is a journey filled with ups and downs. By encouraging open communication, setting clear boundaries, and modeling respectful behavior, you are not only addressing disrespect, but also building a strong foundation for a healthy relationship. Thank you for joining me on Excellent Parenting today. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with other parents. Together we can navigate these teenage years with understanding and love. And until next time, take care and keep parenting excellently.